Well, EU members have meanwhile decided to delay another controversial topic, pushing a final vote on a free trade deal with South America's leading economies to next year. Now, the deal with the Mercosur group, which includes Brazil and Argentina, has been 25 years in the negotiations. The European Commission now saying it will postpone signing it until January amid continued opposition from key member states. Furious farmers marched on Brussels to protest the divisive deal on Thursday. Many say they fear being undercut by cheap food imports from Latin America. Sebastian Abondano is our correspondent in Bogota. He is following the story for us. Sebastian, again, an agreement 25 years in the making, and suddenly it's on thin ice. What are the reactions from South American countries?
Well, for South America, this is kind of a big deal. The delay is something that wasn't being expected, and some countries are really upset because they have been working on this deal, and they have huge expectations of what this will mean for their economy, especially for Chile, Argentina, Brazil, and maybe Bolivia. They also are talking that Europe had enough time to study the details of this agreement, and they are seeing the possibility of signing it as a chance to open new markets, not only for meat, cereal production, but also for other items. And also for them is very important the possibility of importing new technology from Europe, not only to strengthen their industry, but also to see new ideas. That's why they see this delay as something that can affect in the future, not only this country, but also in Europe.
Yeah, that frustration visible in Brazilian President Lula da Silva earlier threatening to walk away from the deal if this vote was postponed. Is he confident now that a delayed vote actually may have a better chance in January of winning approval on the European side?
Well, at first he said that he will walk away, that it was the only moment that we will have to sign the agreement. You have to take into account that Lula was president when they start talking about this deal, and now that he's president again, they haven't signed it already. So he tried to make an ultimatum to pressure those countries, including France and Italy and also Poland, to sign the deal. But because the delay is not that far, it's only in January, he kind of calmed down and decided to wait. Italy asked for more time to study some measures that they want to take into account to maybe stop the imports from Latin America if the agricultural sector is being affected greatly by this deal.
Do we see any reservations there in South America amongst these countries about the deal itself? We see all the reservations here in Europe, but are there any concerns there?
Well, the thing is that in Latin America, we see the possibility of entering this market that we're talking about, one of the biggest biggest market that will happen in the world. We are talking about 700,000 people that can exchange products. So in Latin America, they are really optimistic about the idea. They are seeing the possibility of importing new technology from Europe as something that can change their lives, and also the possibility of opening new markets for their items. That's why they are expecting this to be signed soon. But we are also talking about 25 years in the making. And when they see these protests happening in Brussels, they see that this may not happen soon.
All right, Felipe Abondano in Bogota, thank you so much.